Hello guys, this is Jonathan Steadman, and today guys, we'll probably shut this up, what is a kernel panic, because basically we've got it on my computer right now and are unable to interact with a computer. A kernel panic on Linux or any other Unix-like systems such as macOS, FreeBSD and so on is whenever your computer runs into any issues that is very critical and is unable to be recovered from. So this could be due to a virus, could be due to corrupted files, or it could be due to some settings that will have changed, or it could be due to some hardware that we guys have installed, or some hardware that is failing. So I want to show you guys an example of a kernel panic. So we're going to see something like this, which says end kernel panic, not psyching, attempt to kill in it, exit code, and it show up this code. So yeah, it basically could be due to many different reasons. If I ran into a kernel panic, what I would do is to figure out what was the last thing I did on the computer. Did I install anything? Did I change some settings with that as related to hardware? Did I overclock any of my hardware? Do I have any failing hardware on me? So basically what I would do is do a diagnosis test on the BIOS, because there's like that diagnosis test you can do and test out if it's a hardware problem, but if it's not and it's due to a software issue and to have important data on that hard drive, then you're still going to be able to recover the hard drive from plugging the hard drive into an external USB drive on the same computer maybe and get another hard drive and install like Linux Mint onto it and then recover data that way, or it can obviously plug in an external drive onto another computer. So yeah, a kernel panic can happen due to hardware errors, or it could be a software errors. To prevent it, make sure that we'll look after the hardware properly. That means do not knock it off, do not punch your computer because you're pissed off that we lost a match in PUBG or in Fortnite or that we died in Minecraft. Don't get mad about that. And also just make sure we install appropriate softwares on your computer, and just make sure that to maintain your software on your computer goodly. So just make sure everything's running fine. Obviously, once I have a Linux Mint installed or something like that and it shows up a kernel panic, then we may need to change some configuration files, but most likely we won't see a kernel panic on Linux Mint if it is a new install. It's very stable, Linux is, and getting a kernel panic can be scary, but don't panic. Just remember what we did last time and try to prevent it in the future. We can obviously get our data back if it's not related to the hard drive errors. But if there's a hardware problem, just change the hardware that's failing, but do a diagnosis test and see what has failed. And yeah, basically there could be many reasons why you may get a kernel panic, which basically means that your operating system has crashed on you. On Windows, what you guys will see is Windows gonna show a blue screen of death, and it's what it shows up as. And it's completely normal. It doesn't mean you have any issues with a computer, it is completely normal. I'm joking. So one of the reasons why you could get a blue screen of death is because basically the same as a kernel panic, it could be related to some software issues. So you actually install some inappropriate software such as a virus, ransomware, it could be any malicious software, or that you guys have installed some new hardware or installed some hardware incorrectly. So make sure you install hardware incorrectly and make sure that the hardware that I've installed is compatible, or do a BIOS diagnosis test and see what hardware is failing on you. So this is what I would do. If it's related to some software issues, then there might be some tools that you guys may be able to do on Linux and Windows softwares. But I would recommend you guys to plug your hard drive into an external USB drive, back up your data that way, and then we should be able to boot up again. Once you have done a reinstall, because it's the fastest way. But if we're unable to do that because we don't have two computers and we don't have any hard drives laying around to install an Linux Mint off a new hard drive, then I would recommend you guys to try to fix the issue. But if I can't, then we're going to have to somehow get our data back, that's why we must back up all the time, because some hardware failure or some software failure could just happen randomly. It could be due to many different reasons why we may get a blue screen of death, or why we may get a kernel panic in our case because we use Linux. So yeah, guys, that is basically what a kernel panic is whenever a computer crashes. Most likely the kernel has crashed instead. So the kernel is basically allows you hardware and for software to be able to work together. When it goes bad, then it will show up a kernel panic because you have an error that is very critical. So anyways, I'm going to end this video there. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.